Hello, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's coming soon. Anyway, here's a poem for you. It's called The NHS is Not to Blame. I was waiting for the specialist. Fucking hell, I hurt. My vision was dim, the pain was bright, and then I started to jerk. I knew I couldn't even move till the spasms abate, and I hoped I wasn't called soon or they'd just have to wait. Freshly painted and scrubbed a lot. Sterile and clean. The place was not. They scrub it with a rotating brush which spins the filth to the side, into the corners and under edges and loads of places to hide. Bacteria lives in these places, hidden to the naked eye. Probably as clean as a barn, but cleaner than a sty. I wait and wait as I have for a while about this time every year. The NHS is crumbling, I believe, something everyone should fear. It had 3 core principles when it first began. First, that it should meet the needs of everyone. Second, though this one seems to be mostly history, it was meant to be free at the point of delivery. And third, one which is no longer true today, based on clinical need, not the ability to pay. The money to pay would be taken out of income tax, but the government have other plans. That's a cast iron fact. Where does all the funding go? I wonder if you ever pondered on phenomenal costs to administrate, so a lot of the funding is squandered. It's widely reported the way things are. Nurses are using food banks, some of them set up by hospital trusts, because the government won't give them thanks. Because of its current methodology, the funding it gets is not enough to cope. They're holding it on a lifeline whilst running out of rope. In my opinion, it seems deliberate, like they are wanting the system to fail. Just follow the money, and what you will find is a very crooked trail. Not just during the lockdowns when they robbed the coffers blind on fast-track contracts for their mates whose pockets were clearly lined, spending billions on PPE that could never ever be used, then wrote off loads of the debt. That left me well confused. Then remembered fast-track contracts. I mean, really, what the fuck? To them and their mates, COVID-19 was a massive stroke of luck. A lot of the stuff that couldn't be used was first stored, then eventually burned. It's actually our government that have squandered our taxes. I hope at least some of you have learned. They say that striking workers are putting lives in danger, spouting the same old rhetoric. Switch records, where's the auto changer? They always lay the blame at someone else's door, though it's them that's been in charge for a dozen years or more. Hopefully, the nation will kick this lot to touch, although the likely replacement just talks double Dutch. It appears he has got a 5-point plan. Same as Rich Boy had when it began. Political spin should never be believed, not a single word. As the saying goes, there ain't no way to polish up a turd. The NHS is not to blame. It's the way their funding is used. Preferred suppliers could be beneficial, but it's often badly abused. They never seem to supply what I'd call value for money. A lot of the funding is wasted this way. Ethics gone a little bit funny. What do they do if a light bulb is blown? Do they call the maintenance on the phone? No, they log into the network and send a request, marked as urgent, and then just hope for the best. It's then bounced from this virtual place to that, each place incurring a fee, then sent finally to the maintenance team, completing its virtual journey. To replace a light bulb costs taxpayer quite a tidy sum due to idiotic admin costs, a system that needs undone. And why is it that over 2,000 NHS managers are getting 6-figure salaries? If we're looking to see who to blame and we're still in the shooting galleries, not that I'm suggesting shooting them, let me make that clear. The NHS still needs managers, but they shouldn't be that dear. I just read the very top executive CEO or whatever it's called earns way over $250,000 a year. I hope you're equally appalled. So next time you're in the waiting room, waiting for the doctor or nurse, remember, none of the staff you meet are the ones that are bleeding the purse. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of surgical masks. Are they trying to sell off the NHS? I thought you'd never ask. One love.